sit and wonder about the times that it made sense. But nowadays, I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days, I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around to keep you stagnant, distraction. So you don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants, and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never just unpacking. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help them, it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then there's no one else. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it, love yourself. Practice what you preach.
Yo, what up, what up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Market is on the move, man. Market is on the move. Alright, so we have this 15-minute gap that created some shorts. Trying to see if this area holds. Okay? So what we're looking at is below midnight, below 8:30, and seeing that this acts as a breaker, but yet we don't completely fill this gap from Friday, regular trading hours. So we're gonna see how this area holds up and kind of go from there. Okay. So I am waiting until market open before I jump into anything. Or if this area looks like it starts to hold and I see a reversal, I will jump into something. Okay. Let me make sure this is. You guys can hear me clearly on this thing. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for right now. You know, I've been doing some soul searching during the during the weekend, and also seeing that, you know, the 5-minute has been looking really, really nice, you know. And so probably once I'm gonna be flipping back and forth a lot with the 5-minute. You know, I prefer when I live stream because the video is much smoother. You know, I don't know if it, for some reason, it takes up much more RAM when I'm recording versus streaming. So, you know, if I have to stop this video and then piece it together with something else, I will. So we'll take a look into that at another time. We'll just see what the market gives us, man. See what the market gives us. So this little divergence created this up move. I just don't expect this to stay. So if I get a 1-minute setup inside of this white and blue box, oh man. And so ES has a very similar setup, but it's already there. It's already there. And so I need some more divergence before continuing on. Morning, morning. What's going on, brother? Gotcha. I'm waiting a bit, man. I feel like I'm waiting a bit. I'm waiting a bit because I'm waiting to see what the market does at open. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna wait till market open to see what happens. Hold on, right quick. My wifey's calling me. I'm not available, so make it quick. I can't even hear you. You have a bad signal. Just call me regular.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm not available, so make it quick, please.
I'm saying,
Huh? Are you crying? Hey, what happened?
my patient.
Your patient passed away?
She's not doing good.
What's going on?
I don't think she's gonna make it for tomorrow.
She's not responding to the treatment?
No, she's not responding to anything.
Oh no.
She's not responding, and just now I saw her. I couldn't treat her because her hemoglobin fell,
Uh-huh.
and so now she needs 2 units of blood. And so I can't treat her because if she needs 2 units
I'm back, bro. Let's see, the stop loss at 459. Okay. See, okay. I have a similar area of interest, man. But I feel like it can go to 459 in reverse. I'm waiting to see. 456 is my lowest. $65. This could be the low right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get in small here as well with a stop loss at like 456 maybe. I wanted to wait a little bit longer, but we'll see. Oh, for people chasing longs? See, ES spiked down. Look like we want to fill that gap. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that. I wanted to get above 521, and on the 5 minute that would be a breaker. London highs. London highs will be fine. Like ES looks like it wants to fill its gap. But I'm gonna let this play out. When is they get back to midnight price? Yeah. Oh, come on. I want it. It's a 15-minute. Yeah, it's a 15-minute gap. So I want that to not hold. So it continues going up. There we go. I need to get above that 505. I'm paying attention to that 903 candle. That's what's kind of holding price from going down right now. I mean, from going up. So I feel like I want to dig into that candle more, and then that will let me know that we can, continue back up and support it. Uh-huh. Okay. not looking good. So ES closed the gap and NQ did not. We have a little bit of divergence right now with ES making new lows. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. You left, so I started streaming. Let me remove that. No, you had left, so I started streaming my screen until you came back. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. You see, I'm long. Nah, man, this. All right, let me know you're ready to come back. Come on now, I have to get above that. Um, I marked up the. See, I don't like the way ES is lagging. This is all inside Sunday's Gap. This whole gray area. You could play a lot of games. Damn, DXY is going higher too. I don't like that. This whole thing look like it's reversing. Sometimes watching a 1 minute is just scary, man. MNQ? What is it? Oh, damn. Damn. Nah. Sometimes MNQ has their divergence. Maybe I should close mine, man. Okay, were you sharing your screen? We can't see your screen, Limitless. Oh, okay, okay. Let's go! Come on now. Just give me some new highs, baby. I just want some. I just need a little bit, just a little bit. Once we make a new high, I'm probably gonna take profit, man, and not be greedy. I'm gonna take profit here, man, and call it a day for me, man. I'm not gonna be greedy. I want it. My thing is this: is that ES is holding too much, and I see what MNQ is doing versus NQ, and sometimes there's divergence there too between the minis and the micros. And so I just said, yo, you know, if you look at ES is still at the bottom, man, near close. So I said, I'm not going to play around and be greedy, take some profits, man, and be green for the day. If it's going to go higher, I feel like it just should have happened already. And ES is making new lows. So I should say, take some profits, you know, if you're in calls and you're deep in profits, maybe take half off, you know. What is ES? SPY, right? ES is SPY is the same, right? So SPY is probably making, yeah, so SPY look like it's making new lows while QQQ should be going up. But, man, I'm gonna not be greedy, man. Take these 3 stacks for the day. Or at least partial, you know, because okay. Yeah. Diamond hands. Yeah. I was looking at that 945 candle too. It is respecting the 945 candle. You know, it's right inside of it. Let's see. 950. You know what I do sometimes, Limitless, is that once I get in on a 1 minute, man, I move to the 5 minute, because the 1 minute will scare you, man. Anytime, well, I'm talking about me. You know, sometimes I get in on a 1 minute, and then when it's going against me, I'm like, fuck, man, what's going on? And then, I don't know, am I allowed to curse on your stream? And then, okay. And then, when I switch to the 5 minute, sometimes it's like, man, it was just a little retracement, man, you know. So I mean, it's a lot of wicks this morning, but the 5 minute still looks good for longs, you know. I caught the original entry that you had. I just stayed in there and kept it, man. It's yeah. You think it's going down? I don't think we're bearish at all, bro. But it could go down depending on your entry. I feel like it can go down to take you out. But you know, since season, I'm a big believer in seasonal tendencies, but it hasn't been going as planned, man. Listen, seasonal tendencies, it's probability, but it doesn't mean it have to follow it. You know, season tendencies hasn't been following along all year. All year. Listen, on this 5 minute candle, If you look at the 5 minutes, that 840, in Asia, I don't know, bro. Listen, I say pay attention to the 5 minute candle on an 840. 840 candle, that 840, 845, and 850. If we get some speed here, that will turn into a breaker. For those who trade smart money, that is. And then, so that's what I was paying attention to. Looked like I should have kept my longs a little bit, but it's looking good, bro. I don't know. You know what? It's not always, man. Interrupt me whenever you want, Limitless. But so if you see my screen, man, right? NQ and ES, and this is why I always talk about ES. It doesn't matter which one you trade. One will do something that the other does not. What you just talked about, well, when NQ moves slower, ES is doing that today rather than NQ. If you look at my screen, ES is still at the bottom, bro. It's still at the bottom, and it actually closed the gap. You know? Now, a lot of us, huh? But where does the 3 drive pattern happens? You're on the 1 minute? Okay. So you said the first one is at 9:46. Okay. Wait, 3 drive higher, you mean? Is that what you mean? 3 drive higher to go down lower? So something that I backtested. I only look for 3 drive patterns inside of fair value gaps. Inside of fair value gaps. So you trade smart money, right? Okay, so the 3 drive pattern. So you know how sometimes when you have a fair value gap, you're looking for the middle of it, the midpoint of that? What happened? Uh-huh. So I mean, you could be right. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but and this is why it's good to see this in real time, right? And when you look at the 5 minutes, and this is how I think about it, right? Everybody wants to short to close this gap. Everybody wants to short to close the gap of QQQ and SPY. Right? And it's not to say that it will not, but at least in this moment, if you zoom out on the 5 or the 15 minute, we are below Asia, we are below midnight, and we are below 8:30 price at open. So price is at a discount of the range. So if you are going to be short, I'm not saying that you can't be, because I could be wrong. I would at least look for a move up and then reverse down. Yeah. So that's why I closed my longs, because I said, okay, one, it's enough for me for the day, and I see it playing around a 15-minute gap, a previous 15-minute gap, but I'm expecting it to take that high, and then once it take that high, then we can say, okay, so now I'm looking at the 5 and the 15-minute, and I could say NQ made a new high at 10 o'clock where ES did not. And so it's a good if you're long, take partials. If you're short, just wait for a setup. Because either one or two things is going to happen. Either ES is going to catch up, or there's a divergence and NQ is going to reverse. And so to play it safe, you just take partials and then go from there. I mean, if you see a short setup, take that shit. For sure. But don't get in just for the sake of getting in. True. I say zoom out. Because here's the other thing is too, right? A lot of times when we say, man, it's not going anywhere, market only been open for 30 minutes, man. But we who look at the 1 minute, it feels like a lot of time has passed by, when truly a lot of time hasn't. So, if you look at the 5 minute, man, or the 15-minute, at least I say 3 minute, 5 minute, just zoom out, and I'm not gonna say it's clearer, but it'll have that patience factor. So if you're waiting for shorts, it's gonna come eventually. It's gonna come eventually. But yo, man, we could win playing both sides, right? Limitless doing it all the time. That's what I think it looks like to me. And that 945 candle, man, none of the bodies of the candle closed below it. That 945 candle. But they say the bodies tell the story. Right? Let me see. DXY is dying too. That might be the reason why. Let's go GC, right? Me? Diamond hands. I love it. I love it, bro. It's Monday. Let me tell you, it's Monday. There's no news. We're inside a Sunday gap. You know, you got to get your slice of the pie, and then risk management from there. I'm done trading, bro. So if you want to share your screen, you can. Look at this. Okay, I'm just tape reading at this point and hanging out with you guys. Are you in options or futures? Okay. That time decay, man. Yeah, man. It's Monday. It's gonna be slow grinds. As of right now, man, the bullish is still technically in bullish order flow. So if it is bearish, it hasn't been any reversals yet. I'll be back, y'all. Hello? Hello? Yo, what's good, man? I'm gonna tell you what I see. But markets is trash right now. That's why I got out. Alright. Let me show you what So I traded a couple times this morning. So earlier this morning, here's what I was looking at, right? And I should have just stuck with my analysis. So this is what I see. Can you see my screen? All right, so this is the 15 minute. And I was looking at the 5 minute, and I have this as the breaker. Market opened up gap high, so I treat it just like a huge ass fair value gap, knowing that we have to go ahead and fill into it. Okay. Now, honestly, in hindsight, I shouldn't have took a trade that early, anyways. My ass. You know how they say if you stay on the markets long enough, you'll find something you like. So, why did my ass take a look at YM this morning? And so, when taking a look at YM, I saw that YM was, and I said, yo, I don't even trade YM like that. But YM was in that same breaker. Knowing that I shouldn't trust YM, I said, yo, what if YM taps it and then NQ does not, right? But it was very, very short leash, very, very short leash. So that was the first trade, but then ES got into it, and so I traded here. I saw a little setup, but I said, yo, not be greedy, and all I really did was made up for my losses here. So here got moved at a break even or stop loss and profit, and then I just made my money back here. So I came in at market open up like $68, and so then here we're in that 5 minute fair value gap now. 5 minute breaker, and ES and NQ is both hanging out here. And then what I ended up seeing was that ES and NQ was there, and then I saw divergence, right? And once I saw the divergence and ES making new lows and NQ did not, I went ahead and said, okay, I feel good about my longs. So I held it, and my stop loss was like at 455 anyway, or 456. And so I kept those longs. It's been hella choppy, but if I was trading the 5 minute only and not the 1 minute, what I'm looking for is, and I was just telling this to the other group, that we're below midnight, way below midnight. We're below 8:30. 8:30 took a swing, right? And so I don't see a point. I said, even if we are going to go ahead and go shorts, and I'm wrong, I at least wanted us to take this high. And so there were times where I started second guessing it simply because ES has been lagging for sure, but it worked out in my favor and I closed out in this area. But if we're going to be bullish, I wanted more speed to treat that 840 candle as a breaker. So that was my trade this morning, and I said, yo, I'm gonna chill out, not be greedy. I'm up for the day, and then just try to go from there. Now, if we are going to short, which just looks terrible right now, if we are going to short, besides the regular trading hours, I honestly do not have an area of interest that I would target. You know, I just know that, if both ES and NQ gets below Sunday, then maybe we go to Friday's gap, the Friday's low. But I don't see anything in here that would stop it in its tracks, to be honest with you. So I just didn't have an area of interest below, so I just kept it bullish, and it worked out. But you said you got cooked 3 times, so to be honest with you, I feel like we're in no man's land. I don't see a bullish or a bearish setup. Even looking at the micros, at one point I said, is it going to be 3 drives higher to reverse and go lower? But it did 1, 2, 3, 4 drives higher. There's equal highs at the 10:16 and 10:17 candle on a 1 minute. Unless you see this as a displacement for going lower, it's really just high resistance liquidity. The way that I think about it is that market opened up with a hell of a gap, right, at Sunday open. Everyone is chasing the highs, and there's a lot of people that want to short as well. So the market is just going to be choppy as hell until it's ready, man. It might be like this all day. So honestly, if you're going to trade again today, I would say trade a different session or just completely different setup. I'm not going to tell you don't buy or sell, but I would tell you don't trade anything in this area that is in right now. So the topic, so I would say, if we can get above that 10:08 candle, then look for continued longs, or if you have a short bias, look for another area of interest. But this entire area of interest, man, I don't typically look at CBDR ranges when it's this wide, but technically it is inside that CBDR range as well, which is 127 points. It can honestly just play around, Personally, I wanted to take London's high, that 210 candle. Yeah, it's just gonna be choppy as hell, bro. And you don't even want to look at the micros. MNQ, the wicks are even worse. Listen, bro, no news. We're inside of Sunday's gap. On the lower time frame, we are at a discount. So buys make sense. But on the higher time frame, although we're bullish, we could be retracing as well. So it's just not safe area, honestly. Gotcha. Yeah, I say if you're gonna trade again, what is 10:26? Maybe wait till 11. Or 10:45, 11. Or the PM session too, yeah. But I don't think the PM session is gonna, this is an opinion. I don't feel like the PM session is gonna be lit at all. whatever run it's gonna make is probably gonna make it between now and lunchtime, you know, and then so I say wait for like 11 o'clock. 10:50 is another macro, so you could look at 10:50 and then go ahead and go from there. Maybe look for another macro setup, but just don't trade this same exact area.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on it because it's either NQ takes London high or ES takes PM session lows, which is literally right there. It was 3 points away from it, but it just did not want to take it.
PM
That's what I
session
was
lows.
really waiting for. Yeah, it's
Oh,
at 64.21.
64.21. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was really waiting for, but I saw that it just moved so quickly away from it. I was like, all right, that's enough. When really it's not. That's not part of my setup. So
Yeah, I'll mark it
it's all
up.
stupid mistakes.
Let's see.
All right, bro. I'm gonna wait it out, and we'll go from. Let me know when back up.
Let me know in what?
When Capital One hits you back.
Oh, you know what? Let me check that right now. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
It might be there right now.
Hold on. Friday.
All right, it's there right now. I'm going to zell it to you.
Can you not sell it?
Apple Pay. I do have Apple Pay, but I haven't used it. Hold on. I'm here, bro. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. All right. All right, bro. Yeah, man. I was talking to my guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's disgusting, bro. That's why I said risk management, man. Risk management. I know when I'm in no man's land. Risk management. Oh yeah, that thing is disgusting. The wicks are worse on MNQ versus instead of the EMS. Yeah, they can. Why not? Listen, man, market makers could do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Reps in. Life is walking through the mud, I'm battle tested. Can't complain, I can't debate on who the best is. Overtime, don't really care about who next is. Man, I'm right now. Reps in. Life is walking through the mud, I'm battle tested. Can't complain, I can't debate on who the best is. Overtime, don't really care about who next is. Man, I'm right now. Push it, push it, push it.